Hi, it's Jason Perico here to tell you that this month at Bianchi Honda, you choose. You can lease the 2015 Honda Civic LX Automax stand for $199 a month, or lease the 2015 Honda Accord LX Automax stand for $199 a month, both with no money down. That's right, lease either one of these two great vehicles for $199 a month with no money down. Bianchi Honda. Visit us at BianchiHonda.com.
The ball carrier, number 24. Brandon Brown Dukes. Into the middle.
coach just said, hey, we worked for this all summer, all year, and somebody had to make a play. I love my team, and had to make that play.
Did it fight for the ball away?
Oh, yeah. What was that? I had it at first, and while I was coming down with it, he kind of took it, but I had to just get out of there somehow because I know the offense would have had a possession of his both of us.
Mike, when you got Boylan out of the game, was it a momentum surge for you guys at that point? But then Emmerich came in and did a good job.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we just fought, and our coach tells us, find a way, find a way. You find a way to win no matter what happened, Well,
highs and lows today, huh?
Yeah.
What was it like for you to go through some of that stuff?
With the help of the team, keeping everybody up, we were able to pull through it. You gotta believe in the line and everything. Sometimes stuff happens, but we recovered and we did our job.
What happened down here on the block?
We just got through. We had a misstep on the block, but stuff happens. We recovered.
When that happens as a kicker, do you go to the sidelines and immediately just want another opportunity at some point?
Yeah, you want to get back out there so you can show that you can do what you have to do. It's your job. You got to do it when you get out there.
What was your vantage point from that last play there? What was going through your mind when the ball was in the air?
Don't let them score. I just wanted the ball to get swatted down or picked off. I just wanted to win.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could say that. What were the highs and lows like?
You know, the highs were obviously the end of the game, scoring when we need to, taking advantage of opportunities when we need to. The lows of the game, I didn't play particularly well. I mean, I'll take full credit for that. I mean, I didn't play up to my spit, so it's something I have to get better at each week, and I just didn't do it this week. So the guys picked me up.
Last year was a shootout. Why such a low-scoring game in your three this year?
Partly on our reason, I couldn't tell on defensively, probably just because they played so hard. But offensively for Gannon, they lined up in a bunch of fronts we weren't expecting, and so that kind of made it tough because we basically threw our entire game plan going into the game, and based upon the looks we were getting, we had to decide during the game what was best for us, and start from scratch basically.
Give Coach some credit for that last kick, but as a quarterback, as an offense, is it difficult to watch that kind of stuff when it's not in your hands?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's like kind of like when your kid grows up at 18, you got to let him go off to college, you know. But no, it's kind of difficult to watch. But I have full faith in those guys to take care of the business. That's their jobs, and they did it.
Brad made it pretty clear in the post-game huddle that this one meant a lot to him for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
How about for you guys?
I mean, I've personally, as a starting quarterback, never beaten Mercyhurst, and this was the first year. So it means the world to me. It means the world to me.
Does it mean something to you guys for him to get him this win?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, he has history with this place, and you can just tell throughout the week of practice just how engaged and locked in and excited he is for this game. It definitely means a lot for doing it for the head coach.
All right, Coach, for you guys to get the win in the manner that you got the win against this team, talk to me about what that meant to you.
I mean, how different way do you want us to win it? That's the way that thing should be. It's a rivalry game. It came down to the last seconds of the game, an interception in the end zone. It's exciting because we ended up on the right side of it, but I'm proud of my kids. Win, lose, or draw today, they went out and fought every single play against their rival. You know, so I couldn't be proud of that crew right now.
In addition to the rivalry, a little bit personal there you got with them after the game. Talk to me a little bit about that, what that means to you.
I mean, I'm going to keep that in-house, exactly. That's a long time ago in my career when I used to coach and play here and all those things, so I'm going to keep that in-house.
All right, great. Talk to me a little bit about that field goal at the end there. Had a lot of confidence in the kicker to be able to get one in there after having one block.
Well, I have confidence in the kicker. The protection part of it, that's where my concern was. But we put our two starting tackles back in were the places we were having trouble with that extra point field goal, and they held their ground, and it's probably something that we have to do moving forward because they had two blocked today. We had a block punt, too many special teams mishaps, but in the end, we got the one that we needed, and that's all that mattered to put us up 3.
Boylan goes down in the first quarter. That change anything for you guys defensively once they get to their second, third string quarterback in there?
No, they're so methodical with what they do, and their heavy personnel groupings. You know, they wanted to establish a run game. He does a really good job of nickel and diming you, 5 and 10 yards. But I thought every quarterback they brought in did a good job for him. But they didn't change schemes, so we weren't going to.
Brad, going back to those place kicks, was there something they were doing that you hadn't seen that caused you protection issues, or was it simply your guys?
I think it's our guys, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna have to watch film to find exactly, because we just sent 2 different people for personnel in the backside B or the right side B gap, and they held up. So it's got to be maybe the personnel we were putting out there.
Liam was talking about how it's tough sometimes to move the ball down there and then have to trust your kicker,
Yeah.
when it's not in your hands. How about as a coach? Was there any hesitation at all to send Karch back
No,
out?
I got a ton of faith in Karch. Those blocks weren't his his problem. The protection part of it was the issue, so we needed to fix that part of it. Karch kicked the ball well all day. You know, he punted the ball for us. His kickoffs were great. His field goals, I don't know the ones that got blocked, whether or not they were going to go in, but, you know, I got a ton of faith in Karch Holland.
You guys had to overcome some adversity. You know, you had Resner got that targeting call against him that they didn't decide on until halftime. Some other things. Did you talk to the kids about that? You're going to have to face this and get by it.
We talked all night last night about adversity and talked about going out there and bleeding for your brother. And as much as these kids, I don't think people understand how hard they work during the course of the week. Just from a preparation standpoint and a physical standpoint to go out and practice and the pressures that they have now in this day and age. And they went out and they bled out for each other. And I was proud of them. Win, loss, or draw, whatever happened today, they fought every single play, and that's what we wanted. Adversity is going to strike you at some point, and that's where you find out your loyalty. And every single one of those kids is an extremely loyal kid right now because they stayed with each other.
And you never know what you're going to get in a rivalry game like this. Last year it was a shootout. This year, in your view, why the low-scoring game? Why did it play out that way?
I have no idea. I thought it was going to be a shootout just like the rest of you guys, but you don't know until you get there. I think the first quarter with the methodical long drives, no one was giving up the deep ball, and everyone was churning clock. I think there was 3 possession changes in that first quarter. It just got to the point when no one scored. We threw that interception, and they didn't score when they got down there. That it got to the point where it was just going to be one of those games where people were going to grind out clock, and the opportunities to score, you're going to have to take advantage of them.
I know you can only approach it 1 week at a time, but was there some feeling with your coaching staff and your kids that this was a must-win if you want to do something because you can't go 0-3 in the division?
Yeah, we don't run from that. I mean, your back's against the wall at this point in time. You start 0-2 in the PSAC West, and I tell them that all the time. That's a lesson in life. I mean, you can't run from what the truth is. This was a must-win. If we wanted to be able to accomplish anything this year, it was a rivalry game, but we had to get back on the winning track. You know, winning's like a good deodorant, and it covers up a lot of stuff. And we got back on the winning track against a really good football team, and it happens to be our arch rival. So I expect our confidence at this point to soar from here.